Hi team, what's happening? Welcome to your exclusive audio lesson that you get in the membership. These little secret lessons, unless you let MD hear them, I'll be raging, I'll be annoyed, and I'm only kidding. So this one's all about mindset because we need it. We need to work on it the way we would work on getting muscles in the gym. You need to work on all these different things. Unfortunately, sad, isn't it? Another thing to add to the to-do list. Not only, drinking your water, all this, and now I'm saying working your mindset. Holy shit. Working on your mindset is something honestly slow, and it's all about learning about ourselves, learning our wee quirks, learning what makes us tick, learning certain habits, behavior, why we do that, asking, questioning ourselves. That's how we grow, honestly. And as I've said loads of times, we grow in the dark when we go to those dark places of ourselves, our shadow self. We do shadow work and we kind of face these things we don't like about ourselves. And a lot of that is to do with, even if your goal is fat loss, it's kind of a weird concept. What I need to look at the things I don't like about myself to lose a bit of timber, for fuck's sake. But yes, even looking at the way you're eating, is it emotional eating? Are you training yourself in a punishing way? Why are you doing that? What's causing you to feel like you need to fill a void with things like that? So, to be honest, with my coaching, I do loads of mindset work and maybe a wee bit more than even like people think, oh, I just make you go to the gym and eat healthy and weigh out your pasta. It's not about that. It's about having to really dig deep and change and unlearn things that you've maybe been doing over the last fucking 20 years. Do you know what I mean? It can't be something that happens just overnight. And you'll know as well with people that you might know who might be a pure negative person, what can you just suddenly say to them? You need to change your mindset. And then all of a sudden, they now just start thinking positively about everything. No, mindset is something you need to work on and pretty much daily, to be honest. And you might find, and I like to describe health, mental health, and stuff like that as a bit of a snakes and ladders. You'll go up a ladder, moving along the board, boom, down a snake. And it's just the journey, it's just the path. We've got to be kind to ourselves and we've got to understand that things are slow and things take time. Now, that's not sexy. I can't sell that on Instagram for the love of fucking God. People want sexy 28-day fucking hormone boot camps. You know what I mean? 28 days. 20 days. They don't want fucking me saying, you'll have to work on your mental health daily. They're like, get yourself to fuck. So, this is January. It's all about new me, new year, new trainers, new flask. I'm all motivated. Suddenly, December, I ate my fucking body weight in Lindt chocolate. Now I'm stepping. I'm posting up videos of stepping. I'm screenshotting my dinners that are dead healthy. Does that last? Well, motivation is a good thing, right? It kind of gets you going a wee bit. Oh, I'm all motivated. Come on. But it definitely doesn't last. I mean, it's the same as willpower. It just drains like a battery. It's a very shite battery. You need other things outside inspiration, inside inspiration, accountability, being part of a community. Lucky for you, I've just ticked all the boxes with the membership. So you're already there, but there's some things I need from you. For example, setting realistic goals. I'm giving you a wee second to think about that. That's why I went silent there. Setting a realistic goal. Now, for some reason, I mean, I don't know why, could be social media. Expectations are a bit fucking crazy. People think, oh, I've been doing good for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden they should look completely different, feel completely different, think completely different. It just doesn't work like that. As I said, the slow progress is probably the best progress, you know what I mean? So it's making these small changes, kind of mastering them, and then maybe adding something else on. Have you heard of the expression biting off more than you can chew? You can kind of do that with your wellness journey. And then you just kind of become overwhelmed. And when we become overwhelmed or we think we're not doing well or we're failing, usually, human nature, we just want to pack it in. Fuck that. I'm not feeling like a failure anymore. That doesn't work for me. What isn't working for you is probably you aren't working for you, right? So you're not taking the time. There's sometimes you might wake up and want to jack the membership in, and some people do. And sometimes I let them go without a fight, but you can't just go on impulse like, I'm just going to cancel that. Things you need to stick at. You need to stick at stuff. See if you had a wee kid or something and they're like choosing different hobbies every 2 days. They don't want to stick at that. They don't want to go to school the day. You wouldn't be like, "Ah, that's fine, just leave it then." No, we've got to have a bit of resilience. We've got to stay the course, a bit of self-discipline, and allowing ourselves to have an up day, a down day. It's just part of life, isn't it? Not feeling overwhelmed. Feeling overwhelmed is a choice. It is definitely you are overwhelming yourself. There's a good masterclass that we done with a woman called Vicky last year, who I really like. She's a really nice bird, and she talks about all the overwhelm. So have a look in the masterclasses and rewatch that or watch it if you've not watched it for the first time. It's a really important one because I think that the word overwhelm gets thrown about quite a lot. There's times that I can feel really busy and I can't get one thought, but I don't just kind of sit and do nothing. I'll have to break things down, give myself small wee goals, and that's realistic goal setting. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially with this kind of thing, because it is slow. Understanding your why. Why are you doing this? Why the fuck are you doing this? Now, in the membership, I've gave us some goals, haven't I? I've done, if you want to focus on some muscle building, boom, going to be working on putting on that lean muscle tissue, getting strong in the gym. It's a bit more performance based. The mindset around that is getting strong, is fueling your body, is eating more. That's a good it's a good goal to have. It's a good goal if you are especially triggered with being restrictive, because whereas example, the fat loss kind of mindset, you're going to need to understand there that there's going to be some restriction. If you want to lose fat, there needs to be a restriction. And we need to work out what the restriction's going to be for you to lose the fat but not completely suffer. The minute you completely suffer, who the fuck wants to do that? It's shite. See, if you want to suffer, do you know what you can do? Get your blue wheelie bin and just sit in that full of fucking ice, right? If you want to suffer. Is that still a thing in 2024? Are people still doing the cold thing? Right. But I don't want you to think, oh, I'm going to have to fucking suffer my way. I've just had a couple of calls with clients today, and one of the women, she's that very kind of 90s trained mentality. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, if you want to lose weight, you're going to have to do some mad diet from OK Magazine that's like fucking awful and you need to suffer. When I'm like that to her, no, see if you fancy a bit of chocolate, you'll need to just have it and fit it in. The minute we start to restrict ourselves, that's when things are going to go fucking tits up. For example, I was talking about it the other night in the chat. Purple elephant. If I said to you, do not think about a purple elephant, you've just thought a purple elephant. So see these really restrictive, really suffering, like low calories, crazy training and all that, they don't work. The 28 day is usually that, like if it's a shred or whatever, you're doing 28 days of mad suffering, but it's all right. It's only 28 days. I can last. But what about day 31? You fucked yourself now. You know what I mean? But I couldn't say to you, right, we're going to be crazy restrictive now and this and that for the rest of your life. Come on, sign up. Mwahaha. Can't do that. So we're going to have to find ways of doing this without you totally fucking going crazy. So understanding why you're doing it, why are you doing it? Think of the good reasons. Like I think to myself, and especially if you see something, and it kind of makes you think about your health, because health is something we're very complacent about until something happens to you or a loved one, or you read about something and you go, fuck. It's the same when you're driving the car and you see a bad kind of car accident, you start to kind of drive a wee bit better, like, oh, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? Health is something that we're very complacent about. So, see if I took your health away, it wouldn't matter what you were doing, your job, your fucking ironing pile wouldn't matter. Wouldn't even matter going doing this shop, getting that to look good for Instagram. Nothing matters if I took your health away. Genuinely. And I work with a lot of clients who have had a terrible diagnosis or a lifelong diagnosis. And, these people need to live with that every day. And they probably wish that they could go back to worrying about fucking stupid things. Do you know what I mean? Fucking wish I could go back to worrying about the fact it's raining. You know what I mean? I've got an Amazon parcel sitting out. All these wee minor things don't matter anymore. So we need to think about big whys. For me, health is one of my most inspiring things, right? Because when we think about our why, it inspires us. So I told you at the start, motivation runs out, inspiration kind of doesn't. So that, why else do you want to feel confident? Do you want to have better self-esteem? And that might be down to the way you look. You might not be happy with the way you look. You might buy clothes that kind of hide your shape. You don't enjoy shot. It's not fun. You don't enjoy going out. The amount of times I've heard my female clients saying, I didn't enjoy my holiday because I went there and I felt fat as fuck. You know what I mean? So although people go, oh, it's that awful vain, that's pure vanity training, that it actually has a bigger meaning, you know? Because if your why is you want to feel that you can be a bit more outgoing, more confidence will trickle into lots of things, including your relationship, you know, your sex drive. Maybe you'll be better progressing in your work that can only benefit you financially. So actually, it's not just a vanity goal thinking to yourself, I'd like to be a size 12 and I'd like to look sculpted. Don't think that that's a shallow goal. I have seen people's confidence go from zero to fucking well over nearly 100, and I can see how much better their life is from even setting boundaries with people, saying no to things. The confidence will really, really help you out in your life. So think of these big things. Why? Do you want a better life? Do you want this to be the best version of you? Of course you do, because do you know what? See, when you're 85, you'll be fucking raging at yourself, won't you? Courtney Black, man, fucking hell. Overcoming mental barriers, right? So you need to overcome this self-doubt, fear of failure, negative self-talk. We need to, like, throughout the membership, we'll be looking at strategies because I'm a big believer in all of that. And listen, I never used to be. I used to think, you know, how when you say like the affirmations and stuff like that, I'd be like, but I do them. And when I did them, I would be about 2 years now. At first, I felt like a fanny. Do you know what I mean? And I was listening to them all the time in the car, and I was trying to like just catch myself and change it into a positive. The meditation's really good for that because it kind of gives you this barrier before you speak. You know how when you hear people say you've not got a filter, um, kind of meditation helps with that. But it was also helping my self talk, which was making me take different actions. You think about that, right? Your thoughts will be your beliefs, and then that your beliefs will make you act a certain way. So if you've got all this negative shit going on, you're hardly going to go at yourself, I'm going to go to the gym and I've got real pride in the way I look and I'm oozing this confidence. No, let's rewind it back. You would need to be saying to yourself, you know, I'm worthy, I'm loved. And then the self love will make you do different actions. It'll maybe make you pick healthier food to eat. You maybe won't do the self sabotage thing enough. And it's one of the biggest things that I see in my female clients. Even when I think they're in great shape and they are in great shape, sometimes it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? They're just so down in themselves. So that's internal, man. That's like, you know, when you see people putting a lot of cream on acne or a skin condition when actually they need to work in something that's internal that's just not right there. It's the same with that kind of mindset. You need to work on the internal dialogue, and then it does over time change your outer world. It's huge. It's huge. And it's a big mistake not to do it. Big mistake, huge mistake. So you've got to really take the time. And in this membership, we're not rushing it. We're not rushing it. We're going to be working and stuff like this. I've got people coming in. I've got a woman this month in a masterclass. She's going to talk to us. She does big corporate chats. She's going to come in and talk to us about like holding on to grief and trauma and how we can move on with things. And all these things actually do matter. And do you know when they really, really matter? When you hit perimenopause. For some reason, it's like opening Pandora's box, it seems to be, where all the shit that you've not dealt with is coming at you. It's gonna get you. So we need to start working on all this. And I would never have thought that. I've read the book, The Body Holds the Score. My Chinese doctor also talks to me about holding emotions and different organs and all that. So I've always been aware of that. However, you know it's better when you experience something yourself. So interviewing a lot of women, working with a lot of women who are perimenopausal, and the theme throughout it is the fact that lots of things from their past kind of comes up to haunt you. It's this really weird thing. But I guess you can't brush things under the carpet. So see if we're working and we can get the tools on how to deal with things, then I think we're really going a step in the right direction, don't you? Next. So I touched on that. So I need a bit of self-compassion, a bit of kindness, not being so hard on yourself. I'm telling you, as a professional coach, the smaller steps, small and slow is better. So don't think that you need to do everything at one time. Do you know what I mean? Everybody was getting upset the other day because they couldn't work. The wasn't downloading the app thing wasn't working or whatever. Let's not stress, man. We don't want to get our cortisol levels up. You know what I mean? I even had one woman, I think she wanted to cancel because she couldn't work it. I was like, whoa, Let's just chill for a bit. So let's have just a wee bit of self-compassion, a bit of kindness. Would you talk to your friend and call your friend a stupid bastard for not being able to do that? Or a look at the fucking state of you in that? You wouldn't. So we need to try and like do that internally, right? The role of community and support for your mindset is massive. Sharing things in the group, watching people's hot seats, even coming on a hot seat and sharing so that, see when you say something out loud, it feels different, it's that way. See if you write down or journal a problem, then you're looking at it a bit more objectively. It can make you be a wee bit more rational about something, but you need to use the community. It's amazing for mindset. It's amazing for keep me accountable as well, because you'll not feel so bad if you say to one of the girls, I'm having a rotten day, and then somebody says, I did too, or the last week I did. It makes us feel kind of human. We are just little humans wanting connection and to feel part of something. It goes way back to when we want to feel part of a tribe. We feel safe in a tribe. So this is your tribe. You need to do it. You need to get it. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff in the nutrition and how that affects our mindset and getting the basics of that right. Now, nutrition is different for everyone. It would be easy for me if I could just write you, right? You'll see. I don't even, surely trainers don't do this now where they charge like £30, you write a diet plan because it's made up. They give the same diet plan to like 60 other people, right? But it does, how could I just give you and then you've got to make that work around your lifestyle? No, some people in here are vegans. Why? Some people have 4 kids, 5 kids, 2 kids, 1 kid, busy job, owns a job, has 4 dogs. Like we're all different. Our lifestyles are all different. So we've got to get that in our heads that not one size fits all, and nutrition doesn't need to be this horrible slog. You should be enjoying the food that you're cooking. Scientifically proven to increase your serotonin levels, by the way, cooking from scratch, but not getting ourselves so stressed out about it. We need to, a part of the good mindset is being able to adapt and change in the face of challenge, having that bit of resilience. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we would teach our kids because we want them to grow up being able to sort of roll with the punches a wee bit. Stress management and mental health are huge, and everyone de stresses differently. Again, this is the blueprint of our life. It's just different. I've said to you before, my mum, we went to spa day. She was fucking sitting bolt right up on the massage chair. I was like, "Ah, put your shoulders down, lie down." Some people love to go for a massage, totally switch off, relax. I find it a bit awkward, to be honest. I don't like it either. I'm like that line to the bird. What's your star sign? Like, just feel awkward. So that's not how I relax. Do you know what I mean? Some people like to go out for a walk. Stacey doesn't if there's a puddle or see if her feet are squelching in the ground. See if I go out, I walk with the dog, I relax, I love nature, I don't care what the weather's like. See if I can hear her feet squelching on the ground. I know she's fucking raging. So as soon as I hear that first, I'm like, she doesn't relax that way. You know what I mean? Some people love to fucking online shop to relax. Maybe Jim doesn't like you doing that because the bank account, I don't know. But everybody relaxes in a different way. And then part of the membership is learning how you do that, learning stress management for you. There's tips, there's wee techniques, there's tips that you can use, tools that you can use to de-stress. You can do meditations, we can do the breath work, but ultimately it's what needs to work for you because it's something you need to keep up. So if one of my clients said to me, I can do breath work most days, so I can use that as a tool to relax. If one of my clients say to me, I don't like doing the breath work, I'm not going to do it every day, then that's not a tool for you. So do you see where the membership's a bit different to one-to-one bespoke coaching, right? Because that's obviously you are having to do this cherry pick, use the membership, use the live Q&As and use all the information to kind of create your own little book of your health. Do you know what I'm saying? Lifelong learning and growth mindset. And I say this all the time. This is not a quick fling type of membership. This is like for life. That's why I've made it. I think it comes to like £1.16 a day to be in this membership. Some days you won't fucking look at it. A few days you might not fucking look at it. Other days you'll be right in, listening to the audio lessons and all that. But this is a lifelong thing. Like I have my clients for like 20 years, 25 years. I'm not looking for just quick cash injections or I would do a 28-day fucking challenge. Pause. You know what I mean? I'm looking to really help people change their life. So this is the mindset we need to get into, not this rushy, being impatient shit. Listen to me, stop being impatient. So I hope you enjoyed your first audio lesson. There's loads of these, and it's dead good because if you are busy, you can just fucking go a walk, listen to it, or it's in the car. You can just do what you want. And I know that. I'm busy. So it's good that you just get to listen to it, isn't it? I know. Fucking brilliant. Brilliant.